in Plymouth, in the parish of St. Augustine's, Mutley Plain. And whenever I travelled on the Great Western Railway to Plymouth, I could look down on St. Augustine's Vicarage, where two roads met, and see the house where I was born. I was very fortunate. It was an ideal place to grow up in. The vicarage stood on a hill overlooking the village, and there was a footpath across one of the glebe fields to the village school. My father made one of the glebe fields near the vicarage into a cricket pitch, and spent hours bowling to me and my brother, and coaching us in batting. But for some reason he never taught us to spot the googly.
What is that?
The googly is when a bowler releases a ball from his hand, looking as if it is a spinner, but in fact it goes straight on. He was very good at games, like so many Victorians were, and we had our own vicarage tennis court, and so I played a lot of tennis with him and my brother, and I remember very well the day when I played my father and beat him for the first time. I went to school at Blundell's in Tiverton. I was introduced to poetry, which was a great gift. It was funny. The form master who taught us Greek, he used to throw chalk at us, and a sort of thing that would not be allowed nowadays. I got into his good books one day. It so happened because we had to learn the principal parts of Latin verbs, and such as do, dare, dedi, datum, which is the principal parts of the verb to give, and that verb is different from the others in its quantities, and in doing my prep the night before, I had noticed the different quantity, and so I got into the Master's good books because he commented on the different vowel length, and I happened to notice it, and I said so, and he said rather superciliously, "Who told you that?" And I just said the truth, which was, "I happened to notice it, sir." And he said, "I like boys who happen to notice things. Give him an extra mark." And it's funny that here, 90 years later, I should remember that.
Hello, everybody. I can't believe it myself.
Wait a minute first.
That Pamela enables me to. She convinces me that I am 96. Anyway, and I have had the honour of homage done to me by our friends from Nigeria, and hello and thank you everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The person who succeeded Professor Nicola David is late, but the widow is here with us today to honor Thurstan, and Mrs. Anda is here with us with the children. Professor M. Adebisi Shoumi, also a former head of department, is also here today to honor Thurstan. She is sitting right there. Well, we have people who were not head of department, though they were my teachers. Robert Sopa is here. Philip Oswald Jones is here. Ibadan is really represented here today.
Very good.
The current students, they are not here, but they sent this beautiful card there, and the wardens, I wish I could read it. They said if there was no Thurstan Shaw, that they would not exist as students today. And that's a beautiful card, and I don't know where they got the photograph. The photograph when Thurstan was very young in that card. And the whole department, teaching, non-teaching staff, also sent cards to wish Thurstan well. And in our own way of saying happy birthday, we always wish him long life. Thurstan, we wish you long life. I don't know what that means.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. My name is Augustine Moye. I'm not here as an archaeologist. I'm here as an African psychologist. And I may claim to be one of the, if not the first, academic son of Thurstan Shaw. Because I'm studying the psychological significance of his Ibuku finds. In our place, great people are greeted in songs. I had come to honor Thurstan on behalf of my people, the Nri people, the one whose Eze was dug up by Thurstan. I want to give him a praise song and a commitment song, a vow. I will say, Thurstan, as an academic son of yours, I will never forget you. If I ever do, may my right hand wither. I will sing it in Igbo language. The Igbo, the people he came to work on, and made our people get to know our roots. Nwere m ike ichezo gị Thurstan, ọ bụrụ na nchezo gị Thurstan, ka aka nri m kpọnwụọ. I will say it again. Nwere m ike ichezo gị Thurstan, ọ bụrụ na m chezo gị Thurstan, ka aka nri m kpọnwụọ.
Can you tell me a bit about your time in Sydney, Sussex, in Cambridge?
Yes. It was a very, very happy time because it was a freedom from the responsibility that I had had at Blundell's, where I was a school prefect and had a lot of responsibility. And so when I came to Cambridge, it was quite a relief. And I very much enjoyed the companionship of the Sydney Sussex Boat Club.
Was archaeology a subject at that point?
No, it was not. It had not become a teaching subject. It was at the time when Graham Clark was lecturing in archaeology in his first year of lecturing. So that I was very fortunate in that I had him as a teacher, and my other teacher was Miles Burkitt, who was a middle-aged gentleman who lived in Grantchester, and who had an extremely good memory. And I can remember on every Monday, I and my archaeology student companions would bicycle out to Grantchester, to Merton House, which is still there, and be treated to a wonderful tea by his wife, Peggy Burkitt, and we would then retire to his study, where he would sit on the fender in front of a roaring fire, and whenever he wanted to refer to anything or illustrate anything, he could just go to his bookshelves which surrounded the room and pull out an illustration. It was so exciting. It was so exciting intellectually. It was so exciting. And I was very fortunate in those teachers, very fortunate.